Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to take the mighty Tornado on a sortie from Fairford up to Valley. We're going to get above the weather, going to do some air-to-air refueling, so plenty of jousting. I'll bring my wingman along for the ride so it'll be a bit spicier. Whoa! Then we're going to use the terrain following radar to let ourselves down into low level. We're going to fight our way as much as we need to the Mach Loop, do a lap of that, and then we'll fight our way back out, back to Valley, probably for a tack-and approach straight in runway 31. Ah! Where's he go? What? 300 feet. Oh my god, where's the runway? Lots of stuff to get on with. I'll even throw in some backseat stuff. Lots of airmanship considerations for what I did as my time as a real Tornado pilot. But that is it, so let's get on with it. See, we're in the cockpit and look out. I don't know why he's going up and down, it's a bit of a shame. Because otherwise that looks amazing. Right, in the cockpit, what do we need to set up? We have got our flaps to mid, slats are down, we've got EJ uncovered, we've got landing light on, all the lights are on, auto and flashing as we need them, anti-ice we've got pitot, who knows, instant IFF I think is set but we don't really need it. We have the canopy forward, lock lights out, all the caution warning panels are out, we've got 4 pins which means our seat's live. We have got our mass live, late arm is safe. Let's jump to the back seat. In the back we can select our underwing tanks, in fact not the shoulders, the inboards, and open the selective jettison button if we need to punch that off in the back seat. The guy's steering to Foxtrot and we'll probably leave that there for now. Time to go. Okay, burners are in. Keep it nice and straight on the left hand side of the runway. Speed is reading 100 knots, good speed. He's floating. I'm already taking off because my trim wasn't set properly, but we're all good. We're airborne. He's airborne. Whoa! That's just part of Airshow Assistant. It does that because it's changing its formation position. Right, gears are already up. Flaps can come up. Burners can come out. Yeah, that works. Not first track. I'm still getting over that formation maneuver. That was crazy. Right, gears up, flaps up. We'll do the rest of the after takeoffs in a minute. 300 knots. We're going to take a right-hand turn onto 307. Going to reset the TACAN to use that as backup. Come up through 350 knots. I'm going to sweep the wings back to 45. Like that. 350 knots, we'll pitch up for that, keep the speed a little bit sensible. 81 X-ray. This is on TACAN, 4 miles behind us, that makes sense. And the heading is good. All things told, we're doing alright. How cool does that look? Right. We need to get on with it because at about 75 miles on the TACAN, that's where our low level entry point is. We'll level at 10,000 feet and set up for air-to-air refueling. We need to get on with it. And I find air-to-air refueling in the Tornado, this model anyway, very tricky. So we'll see how we get on. Alright, 9,800 feet. And 10. So we'll set altitude, autopilot, heading bug. Where's that the speed coming back, to be honest? I'm hoping that the air refueling setup using Airshow Assistant is still good, but we'll deal with it if we need to. What else do we need to do? We need to cover up the emergency jettison. We will put our mast to safe so that we don't have weapons armed when we join. TFR is off, the radar, the guy in the back seat can do what he likes. We're coming down through 350 knots, so I'll sweep the wings back, sweep the wings forwards actually, put them back to the front, you know what I mean. We'll jump in the back and we can see that we are still inbound Foxtrot. There's our present position, kind of driving along way left of track. Let's have a look over here. That's not showing us left of track, probably because I've got the steering not correct. Is it doing it? Who knows. I'm not backseat qualified, so let's not do too much more of that. Okay, what else have we got? We've got 360 knots, so that's cool. Everything else is good in the back. Happy days. Oh, in fact, let's deselect these. So that cover down, deselect the inboards. Happy. Right, next thing we need to do is have a look outside because it's glorious. Nice. Look at that paint job. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's get on with this tanking business because we don't have long. We have lost the TACAN by the looks of it. That's disappointing. Alright, not to worry. Airshow Assistant. Let's just get this done. Apparently there's a tanker out there already. Don't know what he's doing. Right, so 292 knots, KC46. We're going to use Pro because it's kind of a decent halfway house to actually making it realistic. And let's request it. Deselect autopilot, and hopefully, there we go. Near the 12 o'clock. Now there's a bit of a tint on this canopy for some reason, and you know, see to the right it's very clear, in the front it's not. Maybe it's just a smoky version. He can stay over there and do his thing. We're nose cold, switch is safe, and we'll just say we've been cleared directly astern. Now if you've not seen my F-35 moving around the tanker video demonstration, then I'll link that at the end of the video. But here we're just going to see how easily we can get this thing plugged in. A few top tips for you. One is it's really important to be in trim, because I find that this aircraft is very pitchy in that axis, well, in the pitch axis, so you need to trim it out, and it's also a little bit more overpowered than I'm used to. So the biggest issue I have is going forwards and back repeatedly, but hopefully we get it done. Alright, so let's get the probe out. We'll set the tanks to all, probes coming out. In fact, I want a quick look from here. Yes, how cool does that look? That is brilliant. Alright. See all the ironwork in the way, Cold War era jet. Didn't think much to look out, it was all about just flying fast and low. Okay, I'm going to use the 10-degree climb bar, the number 10 on the HUD, as my reference for driving in. Like I did with the F-35, it seems to work out alright. I'm hopefully going to do this in a reasonably controlled fashion. Not looking at the basket, not looking at the basket. That'll do. Bit quick on the way in. Need to make sure I don't bounce off the rear stop, otherwise it will keep pulling me in and out, so to speak. Oh, you see, I'm just going forwards and back. I need to find that throttle position that keeps me nice and stable. Working hard, working hard. I'll try and get some video footage from outside because it looks amazing, but it's just about getting some fuel on. So we're 4.6. We've got enough for the sortie. If I fall out of the basket, then that's all right. That's cool. Shall I see if I can get it from the back seat? Because I've never done tanking for the back seat, clearly. Ah, that looks better, doesn't it? Oh, a bit far forwards. Come on, wings. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, he's going to just... Oh. Hold on, Chris. Oh, reminds me of my early days of tanking. I wonder if we can get some external footage of it plugged in. Oh, look at that. Oh, crikey. Am I going to hold it? Am I going to hold it? I am. Let's just go for it. We're outside. Ironically, a little bit easier. Imagine that. Right, it's time to stop messing around, I think. Let's go. We're done. We've got enough fuel. 5.6 on the gas. Bosh. Turn clear to the right. And my wingman's on the left hand side. I'm not going to mess around with the app to put him on the correct side. So we'll just give him enough space so that he doesn't hit the tanker. Well, actually, look at that big hole in the cloud. But look at that weather front as well. Right, probe in, tanks back to off. I'd like to stay close to him because I want to get a nice picture of us departing. So where's that sun? Come on, sun. It's really difficult. Is the sun coming in? Right, I think we're good to go. Let's go. I'm just having fun. And the wingman is going, what the hell are you doing? How cool does that look? Right, let's stop messing around. I should probably get rid of the tanker, shouldn't I? Let's have a quick look in the back seat. Where are we? Little dot here. We should be going left a little bit to get into a low-level entry, which is over there. So let's go over that way a little bit. Okay, entering to low level. Post refuel checks. We've done enough. We've put the probe in. That'll do. We've got enough gas. Now we need to speed ourselves up. We'll put our wings back to 45. Our mast alive. We will cruise on down to 5,000 feet. We'll keep on this heading actually because we're going to meet that rain shower, so that will use the TFR a bit better because we don't really need to. But I want to use the TFR to get to low level, so we're gonna. I'll set this to nav. Nope, that nav. Trim this thing out. 420 knots will set the throttle. We're going to set heading. We're going to set TFR. We need to switch the TFR on for a start. That's a good idea. Going down. We want to get to 5,000 feet-ish so that the rad out unlocks, so we can use the rad out as confirmation that the TFR is working. I'm going to put rad out in the HUD already. And what else do we need? I think we are good. Macro-wise, we need to start heading kind of northwest. Beautiful. Rad out's reading, so that's cool. Heading bug, we'll use the heading bug to get into low level, so heading's on and autopilot engaged. Cool, so you could be doing this portion in IMC. I'd had hoped to show you that, but what I don't want to do is just change all the weather for the sake of it. Believe me, we will find some weather. So, setting wise down here, I've set the TFR to, well, I might as well go 350 feet. The rad out bug we should have at 225. That's 10% less than 250. And then we just let the thing do the thing. Take us down to low level. If we're IMC, it still does the same thing. Now the implementation of TFR in Microsoft Flight Sim is a workaround. It's mostly based on the rad out, but it works. You've still got the cram and ZCL just to make it look nice. So 0 command line, ZCL, and cram, clearance range ahead monitor. And that's what I call the E-scope. We should have the flight director on as well. We do. So the flight director dot is low, so it's still going down. 420 knots for the auto throttle. Rad out showing 1,200 feet. And now we're going to go through the weather. Now we'd never do this post formation. You'd never do that. You'd plan a route if you had the same leg, so the same GPS route, then you'd split by 2 minutes. And if you were wanting to go parallel, you just do 2 different plans. I want to start coming right, and that is inbound to the Mach Loop. About 340 should work. Now TFR's good enough, it should even see power lines usually. You might even see these wind turbines as well. It's working out nicely. looks cool. Let's put this thing down to 250 feet. Now we're in a hilly area, so actually the TFR is not going to work so well. But it looks epic around here, doesn't it? B-risk. Now that usually says it doesn't like it. It might be that the terrain ahead is too undulating. I don't know what the B-risk means here. If you know, put it down in the comments below. The weather is turning a bit skosh, so we'll keep the TFR in. Just hope and pray that we don't hit the ground. Come on, TFR. Come on, TFR. Well, at least it's a good demo of it working. Crikey. Are we going to get to the Mach Loop? That is the question. Alright, let's take the TFR off. In the GR4, when you disabled the autopilot, you still kept all the inputs, so that if you needed it back in, you just have to press the autopilot button, and you've automatically got terrain following radar working for you again. Really nice way of doing it, because then if you have a bit of a panic, you just press the button and the aircraft will take over. Look at this. The problem we have now is the weather is dodgy. Very dodgy. Too dodgy. I can see the horizon over here, at least the hilltop. Come on, wingman, keep up. That's just a hint that I might be able to get through here. I think this low ground, once I get into the low ground just north, and by the way, this is illegal, I should absolutely not be flying down here. Absolutely not be flying down here. But I think we're in the vicinity of McCuntleth, which is south of the loop. Do I think we are? It's kind of a guessing game, isn't it? I might, you know what, I might have to abort, because this is getting a bit tricky. Flight director mark is annoying, let's get rid of that. Right, what do I think? What do I think? I think it's tricky. I think this might be it. If it's not, then we'll see. Oh, getting a bit low there, Chris. And that could be it. We are heading too far south. We need to go to the east. This is clearer. Now I think we're south of the Mach Loop. So that's no good, is it? I'm still fighting. Yeah, don't like it. Abort, abort. Whew. That was getting a little bit, well, a lot bad. Alright, so low level abort. Let's put the wings forwards. Now, that lake here is Lake Bala. I think if it flows down into the Mach Loop, so we're not far off. We're really, really close. So if we can get down beneath it, oh, hello. Probably put our wings back again at 420 knots. If we can get down here, I want to be the other side of it. I don't want to be to the south of this hill. These hills, obviously if the weather's bad, it's going to be hard to get through. You'd have to go all the way around and down. But if we can get over here and drop down, then we'll be alright. Put Barrow back in the HUD. That, I mean, that's like a sucker's gap. Get down in there, but then you're surrounded by rain. Oh, there's a gap, there's a gap! Well, come on, wingman, stay with me. I don't know how he's formatting on me, he can't see me. I shan't ask questions. Oh, let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look out here. Look at that. I'm gonna have to do it again. Gonna have to do it. Nice. Right, so what do we say? Lake Barley's down there. There's a gap. I'm liking this. I'm liking our odds. There is Lake Barley. Look at that, in a perfect gap. But how far are we going to get? That is the question. What is our fuel? 4.7. It's alright, plenty to play with. 420 knots, wings back. We probably need rad out in the HUD again. TFR is on if we need it. We might actually set it up. So if I set up the heading bug this way, go FD heading throttle, because it looks like it might be a bit dodgy, but we're going to press this way and see how much of the Mach Loop we can do illegally, but we're going to try it. We are going to try it. So I think TFR is needed, and I'll probably step this up so we don't crash. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Alright, so this is the right direction. This is what it looks like in the back seat. Oh, you know what? We should be down that valley. That's the rad out warning, but it's nose pitching up, so that's alright. The weather looks pants, doesn't it? Right, time to take back control. So, Mach Loop is this way. Can I find the gap? Can I find the gap? Looking, I'm hunting. There's a bit of a V. I might be completely wrong though. We'll try. Is this it? I'm hoping it is, because if it's not, we are committed. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Mach Loop IMC. Let's see what we can get done. Oh my goodness. Why is the weather so bad? I'm going to have to guess when to turn. And I'm just using this ridgeline as my feature to roll round the corner. Alright, that's good. That's given me enough visuals. I'm not even looking at my wingman because he can do what he needs to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the worst weather I have ever flown through the Mach Loop with. It looks a lot nicer out here. Very awesome for the tint on the windscreen. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Come on, round the corner. Let's go. Come on, bat. Alright, we are just scraping the belly over that high ground. We're in the valley heading east-ish. I'm working hard, I'm sweating. How about you? Right, we are now at least well established. Ish. Okay, it flows round to the left. Is that here? I'm not making any assumptions here because I can't see all the visual references I'm used to. Yikes. I do like a challenge. I do like a challenge. If you've got any good ideas for challenges, let me know. Right, I think I need to keep a bit more to the right. Oh my goodness, this is getting bad. Where's my little hill? Need a hill with half forest on. That road down to the right is a good sign. There's my hill. It's a shame it's not sunny around here because they've actually fixed some of the textures. So this inside of this corner used to be a black blob, and now, well, it's resplendent in trees, but you can't see them. clearing up a little bit. If I can flow up to the north to Llandudno at low level, I will do. If I need to abort, then I will do that as well. But we did it! That is the Mach Loop. Scores out of 10, please. Good grief, that was difficult. Well done, wingman. Oh, look at that. That's properly epic. Reminds me of the weather that I flew one of my very first videos in the Hawk T1. I might link that up in the screen, where I flew low level, bad weather, and it looked like this. It just looked absolutely brilliant. Okay, we're out of the loop. We've got 4.3 on the gas. We're northeast bound. I want to head to here. There's Betsycoed, the A5 pass, and there's Anglesey top left. Alright, well, let's keep pressing north. See what we can get. The mission aim is achieved. We have done it. I'm just chuckling to myself because it looks amazing. I don't know what speed is though, I'm just kind of guessing. Let's go. Flying backwards, never a good idea in the hills. Right, let's pay attention. Hey, look, we've got a clear run of it now. Now we are talking. So the next event is going to be out of low level. I mean, if I can get through the A5 pass, brilliant. If I can't, then no great shakes. But then we're going to recover to Valley, and hopefully the weather is reasonable. We're going to do a TACAN approach, so I need to set the TACAN up. Whilst I'm at 420 knots and it's not too undulating, I'll put the auto throttle on, because it makes things a little easier. Then we need to go down to the right hand side where this TACAN is, and then dial this in without crashing. 21x. And I don't believe it's actually locked on, but it has, so 29 miles, and we've got TACAN selected. A5 bars, come on, let's do this. I don't know, let's switch that auto throttle off. Starting to get rainy again. Oh, rad out. Right, now we're pointing towards Llandudno. And I know you're going to tell me off for how I pronounce things. I'm too high, so it just makes it harder to see, so I need to get down to low level. But this weather has clamped in again. It is now illegal. Very illegal. Might clear up. I'll give it 10 seconds, see if it clears. If it doesn't, we'll hop over the top, because I can see above, I can see gaps. Nope, don't like it. Off we go. Burners in. Looking at the HUD, 30 degrees I think. I'll do the burner out because I don't want to go too fast uphill. That is awesome. Very cool. Right. I think we need to head home. Well, back to Valley at least. Now up here, let's put the wings to 45 again, and we'll just cruise. So we need to put Barrow in the HUD. We'll switch the TFR off, we're not going to use it again. We've got 21 X-ray and TACAN selected. Fuel is really heavy on the rear. Normally you'd put heavy on the front, but that's alright. Okay, we need to start going down, I think. So 2,000 feet, maybe 1,500 feet will work for us. Down we go. Rad out, we need to select, oh, there's a gap. There's a gap. Always go for a gap. Sucker's gap, maybe, but I like it. 2,000 feet, 1,700 feet, air brakes in. And now we'll slowly trickle our speed back to 300 knots, because we're in what you'd call an instrument pattern, but we'll self-position ourselves for the tack and straight in. See how much of Anglesey we can see. The inbound track on the TACAN is 312, but I can't set that on the course bar because it's just pointing blindly at the beacon. That's alright, we can work with that. Flat wings even, wings 25. Okay, I don't want to point at the airfield because I need to drag that needle around to face 312. 250 knots will do for us. Now the problem with this is the TACAN's not perfectly lined up. I'm not very precise on flying it, partially because of the instrumentation, partially because I haven't flown this aircraft in a while. We'll just see what we can get done. In terms of the glide slope, I'm just going to do 3 times my range in miles. It's for a 3-degree glide path. That should work out. So 5 miles is 1,500 feet, 6 miles is 1,800 feet. Is that right? That works out. Now that I'm below 250 knots, what I'm going to do is do manoeuvre flaps and slats, because that gives me a little bit extra lift at slower speeds, makes it a bit more comfortable. Now I'm just keeping an eye on that TACAN needle as it faces round towards Anglesey, which is Wales, Anglesey Valley. You know what I mean. It's been a long sortie. How are we doing? Doing alright. We're 8.7 miles, so I'm going to configure now. Ah! Where's he going? What? Thanks for that. It's only because Airshow Assistant, that's kind of the changeover between ground formation and airborne formation, but it's there. So we've got mid, we've got gear down. How are we doing? A bit low. Heading's coming around, so we'll start turning inbound. I could change his position a bit more realistic, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, 7 miles. 7 miles is 2,100 feet. Okay, not bad. 6 miles is 1,800 feet. 2.5 glide slope is a bit better in actual fact. I should probably use that. So 4 miles is 1,000, 6 miles will be 1,500. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flaps down as I turn inbound. We're almost on 312, 311. Speed's under control, and we'll start a gentle descent. .314 on the heading, so we're slightly left now. 4 miles needs to be 1,000 feet. Alright, this is looking better. 2, you trailing smoke. 4 miles, 1,000 feet. Don't let that nose drop. Speed's good. Got gear down, flaps down, slats down. We would have done the rest of the checks as well. Oh, we're just cruising through the centre line a bit. I want to talk about centre line, you get it. Radial, inbound track. Now the tint on this glass is just making it a bit tricky to see the runway, so we will try our best. I can cheat and go here. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. 310. I need to go to the left a bit. 300 feet. Oh my god, where's the runway? There's the runway. Go get it. Yes, illegal. Yes, I know all you airline pilots are going to tell me off, but I found it. That'll do. Now, can I put it down? Oh, I didn't change the rad out. That's fine. Ignore the rad out. Let's stay on the left-hand side so that my wingman has some space. Stay straight. Stay on the left. Nope. He did it. Right, let's get rid of that rad out. And we're back! We've made it to Valley. So if you're still with me, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments down below. But until the next time, take care.